I just landed a huge deal for you.
And then you tell me I'm gonna take 5% less this year?
You are replaceable.
You say that kind of shit a lot, and that's why Brian Peters wrote, "You're an asshole" on your parking curb.
What the fuck, Dan?
That was 1 year ago. The next day, I started my own company. I only have 2 employees. One's too old, and one's too young.
I've never been on a business trip before. I'm pretty jacked.
Can you not say your whole name today? Because the client can lose focus.
Hello, I'm like Pancake.
What was your last name?
Pancake?
Like breakfast.
It's Greek.
It's delicious.
Yum. The movie that we're talking about right now is Unfinished Business. That's one of the laziest titles I could ever hear, man. That's one of those titles from the 80s, you know?
Yes, but with this movie, it's fitting.
Pretty much. That's one of those titles from the 80s where everybody was too coked up to think of anything original. What do you want to call it? Fuck, Unfinished Business.
That was a thing in the late 80s, early 90s where they had all these movies where they would just take 2 words, put them together.
Yeah.
Unlawful entry. Consenting adults. Most of the time they would like these not urban, but just these thrillers. But they would do it with comedies too.
And some comedies too.
Risky Business.
Hey, 1980. You forgot one right here.
Right.
And this really does feel like that. Now, this stars Vince Vaughn as a businessman who's let go of his job by this really just conniving and just hard-nosed woman. Who's that actress that plays?
I think that's Sienna Miller.
Okay. And just kind of an asshole. And she lets him go with no emotions behind it at all. He says, you know what? All right, that's cool. I'm going to go off and I'm going to start my own thing.
And she's like, yeah, like to see that. So,
yeah.
So, stop being stupid.
Yeah,
just come here and take the cut and pay. And he's like,
Yeah.
no, fuck you.
Yeah, no,
I
he
can
said,
do this.
No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start my own business. I'm going to take this guy that's too old to be doing this shit and this mentally challenged bastard over here, and I'm going to start my own business. And that is the challenge right there. He's trying to get to just one handshake from this particular company, just one handshake saying that the deal is done. But with having the limited capacity of crew that he has, both in number and mental capacity, and also with a lot of stuff going on with his family, it looks like this could probably never happen, but it doesn't keep him from trying.
Sure.
And with this reminds me of a movie. Now, when I talk about the 80s, I mean the 80s straight up. This reminds me of one of those movies that my sister and my brother would have taken me to see when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. And I would have loved it just because I got to go see a movie.
Yeah.
I got taken to a movie, and then it would come on HBO every other night in the summertime, and I watch it, tell my friend, yeah, I'll see Unfinished Business. And then when I turned like 15, 16 years old and I saw it again, I'd be like, wow, this kind of sucked, man. You know what I mean?
This is that kind of movie that back in the 80s, it would have been made by somebody like, say, Spielberg or Ron Howard or even John Hughes. And it'd have been a nice, touching movie, with humor. You got some laughs. And you're right. You'd watch it years later and find it not as charming or amusing. But, you could see where all the pieces came together. But in the hands of this guy, whoever directed this, it's just a mess.
And Martin, you said it right there, man. In the middle of this movie, or not even the middle, below the surface of it all, you got this nice, sweet business film. You got this guy who is trying to persevere over all these obstacles, and he has this ragtag group of employees, but you can tell he really cares about them. And and you look at that and you think, man, that's kind of nice. And I never thought I would say this ever in my life, but it would be nice if the titties weren't in the way and the dicks too. This is fuck this movie for even making me say those words right there. If the titties were not in the way, you have a movie that's there that's kind of sweet.
I wish I could agree with you. I mean, for the most part, I do. I agree with what you're saying, except that by the time the titties and the dicks come in, the movie had already kind of lost it. So it was like, you know what? This doesn't hurt it any. It's giving me something because the core of what it could have been is gone by that point.
Yeah, I guess so, man. I don't know, because I look at this, and this is a movie where when I say that it's a nice movie, it's like the nice guy that's at a frat party. Mm-hmm. He's not really supposed to be there. He's trying to keep up with all these nasty ass frat boys, and he's bombing. He's trying to hang with the guys. Everything he says isn't funny, and he's just sitting up there just sweating. And he just finally gives up, and he just, with nothing else to do, he just yells out, "Titties!" Thinks everybody's gonna like him. They're like, "What the fuck? What? Go home." I mean, this movie is really, you can see the flop sweat on this film where it's trying to be funny, and when the business stuff gets boring, pop a tit on the screen. Oh, show a dick real quick, or let's try to put some raunchy dialogue in there.
Yeah,
and it's like it's a movie where they don't really need to do that because all the nudity feels cheap, all the dicks in there just feel weird. I mean,
phrasing.
If I'm telling you a dick looks weird, you can take it. Y'all already think I'm like walking on the gay side. So there's one time I'll embrace those gay tendencies to tell you there's dicks in this movie. It just makes a weird scene. And then you have the scenes where they try to talk this raunchy dialogue, and not only does it feel out of place with the movie, but it brings what little intelligence is in the movie there. It brings it down because it's like, again, it's one of those things where, man, who would really talk like this at a business meeting?
Right.
Dan Trunkman. Hello, mate.
Bill.
Dan Trunkman from Apex Select. Chuck Portnoy from Dynamic Systems. And this is Jim Spinch.
Jim.
Hey. Dan, how are you?
Good. You?
See you. Sorry.
Oh, sure.
Those pants are so tight, you'd think I could see your balls or your dick, but I don't. I mean, maybe I shouldn't have said that, but it's weird. In fact, is that a crease?
No, I don't have a crease, thank you.
Slit?
No.
There's space.
There is no space.
Dan, there's a...
What do you mean?
I know. There is nothing.
You got one nut trying to get out those shorts, out those pants right there. That nutsack is like... I see what I'm talking about? You see how weird that is? This should have been called Vince Vaughn and his nutsack in the movie. I mean, you see that shit? He actually has camel toe.
Right.
and they do shit like this. It feels out of place right there. But that's not the only thing right here.
Space. It's alarming.
They're machos, they're called, or machetes. So.
My wife has machos. Or machetes, I don't know. I just call them Nancy's pants.
And you guys know each other, you and Chuck.
Yeah, we've done a couple of deals, yeah.
And you came together today?
Well, I came, then Jim came on my face, but thanks for asking, Dan.
He's like, damn, y'all. He's like, what kind of business meeting is this?
Exactly. Like, even as a joke.
when you can make Vince Vaughn make that face, I've never seen that face on Vince Vaughn. You make Vince Vaughn, confident Vince Vaughn do that shit, that's when you know you're going a little bit too nasty. Like, god damn, y'all.
Yeah.
And then he comes back, and that's James Marsden, of course, and then you have Nick Frost there as the big dumpy British guy. But after they make that joke, he tries to come into it and he says, yeah, and then I came in him and then, ha ha. And they look at him like, what's wrong with you? And he's like, really? After the shit y'all said?
Yeah.
He's like, you gonna sit up there and look at me like I'm nasty? Come on, y'all. And it really does feel weird because this is a movie where those two things don't really work together. This business film and that frat boy comedy that they're trying to do. They don't work together.
Yeah. And this is one of those films that, it made me want to like it in the beginning. I enjoyed the setup, and Vince Vaughn, I guess he plays these characters that I can relate to their situation. Like, man, I felt like that, and I get where you're coming from.
Did you make that face like that?
Well, and you're down and out. You're trying to pull things together with these people. This your last shot. It's kind of desperate. It's all set up for you to root for him.
Trunkman.
I'm sorry.
You got Tom Wilkinson as a guy.
I'm sorry, man. Hold on.
Okay.
Man, computer wants to run on its own right now. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Tom Wilkinson is a guy who was fired from the same company because he's too old, but he's still got some fire in him. And then your boy
Dave Franco,
who's a real surprise in this, and like that dumb or even mentally challenged, somewhat challenged character he's playing is really funny in the beginning.
You know what?
He has a lot of surprises. You're like, damn, he's really pulling this off.
Now that's one of the things that I did like about this movie. I actually say that this movie pulls something on me. This is what makes me so mad about this movie. Because, Martin, you and I always say this in a movie, and then they actually make it true here. We see movies like Horrible Bosses, and I know we see some other films, with any Will Ferrell movie, we say, how is that guy not labeled retarded?
Right.
I mean, that guy is so simple or so goofy or so crazy, just so out of it. That dude's mentally retarded. He's a functioning mentally retarded person. And then in this movie, Dave Franco comes up, and I'm looking at him through the whole movie, and I'm thinking, man, here we go again. I said, this guy's retarded. And it comes later on in the movie, like, he's like, yeah, I am retarded. Yeah, I am. But you know what? They don't
make fun of
They
him
don't
for
make
it.
fun of him through the movie, and that's what I was glad about. He is a mentally challenged person, and they don't look down on him, don't make fun of him in the movie. And every time he came on the screen, I laughed so hard. And they treat him like a person who has a heart,
Yeah.
you know, and they treat him as a human being. And because of that, you don't feel guilty for laughing at him. It actually makes it funnier because he's so fucking innocent in this.
How about you, young buck, huh? Are you starshipping with us?
Yeah.
What did you do at Dynamic?
No, I don't work there.
You just walked out of there.
Well, I interviewed.
But you got a box with office belongings there?
Yeah. I brought it to the interview to show competence.
Do you have any sales experience?
Yeah, yes, I do.
Great.
Yeah, Foot Locker.
And reasons for leaving?
I don't like feet.
Your business is gonna fail, man. I mean, there was a moment where Vince Vaughn was talking to this man right here. Did you see that look on his face when he started talking? And Vince Vaughn, he had a moment where like, this motherfucker's retarded right here, but he kept going. Look at this shit.
Belongings there?
Yeah, I brought it to the interview to show competence.
Like, what the fuck? But no, you had to keep going. In fact, that's the only thing that I can say that besides him, that I can say that I look at this and I say, why, you know, with a person like this, once he reveals his mental state, why would you keep him on your team for this huge deal?
Well, you've had him this long. And the kid, he really wants it. You know, it's one of these things where you might go, you wouldn't trust him with anything. Like, that drives me nuts when they have a character who's a screw up or mentally handicapped. I mean, not handicapped so much, but it's just a constant screw up, and you still trust him with things, and then things go wrong.
Yeah.
Saved by the Bell, I don't know how y'all got through even a half season of that. It's always like, oh, Screech, we told you to do this. It's like, you motherfuckers are the problem. That you keep trusting him.
Yeah, don't you think that they wouldn't have to be on an island. Just in that school, they would have killed Screech.
Right. Or but after 3 times, I'm like, this is on y'all. I ain't mad at him no more. You're stupid to tell him to do it.
Yeah.
But with him, he's like, you know what? He says dumb shit, but he's not incompetent. He'll do whatever you tell him. He'll do it enthusiastically,
and he'll try hard.
He'll try hard, and it's something, you're like, hey, the kid's trying hard. Why would I fire him?
Yeah, exactly.
I'll find a place for him.
Exactly. But I'm just thinking to myself when I look at this. I'm looking at this and I'm like, man, this kid who's in the movie, Jay Franco, he does this so well. It makes me mad almost because he's so good in this.
Like this character is good enough to be in a better movie.
Well, the thing is, this could have been an Academy Award. I mean,
because he didn't go full.
He didn't go full retard. He's smart. He's capable. And plus he's handsome. So girls can have sex with him without feeling like they're like taking advantage of a retarded person.
Right.
He didn't go full retard functioning, and he's got kind of like that, almost like that autism thing going on. So if this had been a better movie, he could have got that Academy Award, man.
Yeah.
But this is such a bad, because he's so great in this, man.
Yeah, the thing is, so much of the movie started out with a lot of promise, but then it starts to wear out, and then it just becomes a slog just to get through it. And I would say his character kept its charm longer than anything else in the movie. Like, even when I'm just kind of like, man, I'm just waiting. I'm holding on to the ropes, trying to wind down the clock, and they go to a sauna, a svitz, where everybody's naked.
Yeah.
And he sees titties and loses his shit, and it's funny. It's like any other time, any other character, any other movie, this would be juvenile. You'd be like,
I know.
But with him, you experience the joy just watching it.
And plus, I hate to say, but he got those retarded hands. Like when he sees something, he gets excited, like titties, ass crack. Either he's retarded or he's got that shit down where he can get away with doing nasty shit like that. Because man, if somebody looks at you and says boobs, and they got those hands, you can't get mad at them.
I know.
Up until the end of the movie, he endeared me and he made me laugh. But the rest of this fucking thing right here,
I know, man.
Man, it's very predictable. But I'm gonna use all those cliche words that we use for movies that are of this type. It's predictable. It's forgettable. I mean, it really is, and it's made in a way where I don't mind criticizing this that hard, because they have clever moments in here that they could take advantage of, especially when they're in Berlin. Vince Vaughn ends up staying at a hotel, which is a piece of art. And and Vince Vaughn actually, Vince Vaughn is great at saying, what the fuck? I mean, there's nobody else in Hollywood who really, when something happens to Vince Vaughn like, what the fuck? And there's the moment he's in a hotel, he doesn't realize it's an art exhibit. It's called Businessman 42. He sleeps in there while people just watch him at this museum all day.
That was such a great gag. And I'm saying they didn't ruin it, but one where they say, like, all right, just sign this thing saying that you know you're going to be sleeping in a piece of art. You're like, yeah, okay, you really love your hotel. I don't care shit. Until you wake up the next morning, you realize there's people outside staring at you through glass. I'm like, wow, that's an awesome gag to throw in here.
It was.
And Vince Vaughn is great at the, like, what the fuck, and then going like, fine, I'm just going to go with it.
But yeah, his son tells him, he's doing FaceTime with his son. His son's like, Dad, who are those people behind you? He's like, what the fuck? I'm like, it's that Vince Vaughn I like. But Vince Vaughn, he's pissing me off right now because he's making these types of comedies. Yeah. And I used to let him slide on being the straight man in this.
Yeah.
And it looked funny to me because that's what he is here. But he's doing that whole thing where he still has to be that rapid fire talking guy, that alpha male of the group. And I don't know if he's looking at these roles and saying to himself, okay, that sounds like me. There's no real challenge out there for him. And, these movies are proven to be box office failures for him.
Right.
I mean, the last one, he even admitted, he said, what was that Google movie?
The Internship.
The Internship. That's right. He even came out and said, the Internship, well, the reason why that didn't work is because that was supposed to be a rated R movie and they forced a PG-13. And I'm like, well, brother, now you in a rated R movie.
Oh, yeah.
What's the excuse now?
Right.
He's looking at you like, oh, I talk that shit now. I look at Vince Vaughn, and I know that
this should have been a PG-13.
And it could have been a PG-13. It's funny how I want to say this because a movie like this, normally I would say it's gone too far, but they need to push the raunchiness more and probably try to like not be so... not try to be so feel good with this business story. Or they should have made it a PG-13 and just made it like a soft business film.
Well, on what you're saying throughout this movie, the feeling was this movie needs to pick one. It needs to either be that PG business, feel good movie or that raunchy movie. And it's constantly going back and forth.
Flip-flopping, yeah.
It's never a smooth hybrid. Like the problems with his family, they just get tossed in ever so often, almost as if like, well, we don't have enough going on.
Yeah.
And so let's throw this in there.
I told you, man, the movie gets boring. That's when they decided to throw a titty-eye dick in there.
Yeah.
It's almost like they had a boring business script, and they already had the people signed. Vince Vaughn was there, and they said, damn, this needs a punch-up. You know what? Give it to that drunk frat boy over there. Just let him add some shit.
R-rated movies are the thing. Everybody loves The Hangover. Let's just do some more of that.
Exactly. R-rated movies, the ones that get by because those are the ones that are inspired in their R rating. And Vince Vaughn, I want him to stop doing this shit, man. Vince Vaughn, I recently saw a clip of him in Into the Wild. Forgot he was even in that film.
Yeah. I always think of him being in that.
Yeah, he was in Into the Wild. I've seen him do serious stuff. Do you remember what was Thumbsucker, where he played the teacher?
Oh, that's right, he did.
And it was, not big roles for him. These are more cameos, but I know that he has it in him to do something more serious, and he is about to. I think he's going to be in the next season of True Detective.
Really?
Yeah, him and Colin Firth, I believe. So
Colin Farrell.
Colin Firth, like, I ain't doing that shit. Got that Kingsman money coming in. Yeah, but
that'd be interesting.
Yeah,
because Vince Vaughn started out doing indie movies. For him, it would be going back to it.
Yeah,
as opposed to being like a big movie star where you say you should do indie stuff.
Yeah, I tell you, man. I'm the only reason I'm going this far with my rating that I have is I'll tell you about in a little while. It's because of Dave Franco. Like I said, he just got that minute challenge thing down. Like even when he's running, where am I? And Vince Vaughn, his chemistry with him is great in the movie. Every time he messes up, Vince Vaughn ain't got time. Even when he finds out like he's mentally challenged, he's just like, man, I don't give a fuck. I got to do this deal. He's like, God damn you, man.
Oh, well, yeah, because that's every one of those scenes. That's like, oh, that's Corey and Andrew Wilson.
That's me and Andrew Wilson. Yeah, shit. God damn you. I don't care if you're retarded or not. Stop it. But even Dave Franco in the movie is there because we need a sidekick of that type. Mm-hmm. I mean, this could be any sidekick in Horrible Bosses, any of these other movies. This is, again, I already had low expectations for this film, and they couldn't even reach that. Martin.
It is when, for me, this is hard because I usually like the Vince Vaughn films, even when you don't.
Yeah, you do, man. Yeah, you got on me about the internship.
And this is just one where I was like, it's starting out a little rough, but you know, it's got it there. And I was like, you know what? Hey, man, I'm digging it. I don't care about nobody else. And I had to admit it just came to that point where I'm like, yeah, I just want this to be over. It's just I can call it right now. The patient has died. It's not going to get any better than it is right now.
Did you notice how lazy it was even with the music?
The music was horrible. I'm glad you brought that up because most of the time I don't even notice music. When everybody's like, man, didn't I have a great score? I'm just kind of like nodding like, oh yeah, that Hans Zimmer, he's really something. But here where I was just like, man, this music sucks.
This music's horrible.
This music is so bad that several times, I'm not kidding, I turned to look around because I thought it was somebody's cell phone going off. Because I was just like, this music, my brain was saying like, this music doesn't fit the scene I'm looking at. Who's got their goddamn cell phone on?
That band that does the music for these type of movies, that band's been working since 1981. I mean, that's the hardest working horrible band in business.
Yeah.
Ain't that?
It's like there was a contract to make this movie back in 1991, and it didn't get fulfilled. And it got passed off, and finally, it was just like the court was like, "Look, you got no more stays. You have to make this movie right now."
Yeah, exactly, man. Mark, what would you give this?
Oh man, it's tough, man, because you bring up Dave Franco. He was really good.
That's the thing right there, man.
All right,
Come on now, come on.
All right. Little rental.
Okay, all right. And you know what? Just because of Dave Franco alone, I'm giving this the lowest of rentals that I can ever get. I mean, that rental hanging on by one thing.
By one of his patented smiles, the ones where he looks like Ray.
Oh, I know. Dave Franco couldn't resist that Dave Franco smile. Come on now. Yeah, y'all know I'm handsome. Plus, I'm retarded. Come on, y'all can't turn this down. Boobs. All right. You got me. Stop it. Martin, let's see what the people said.
Okay.
Martin, for Unfinished Business, for you, they said you would give it some more bullshit.
It was close.
It was close. The second place was a rental. 66 people said that. For me, they got me on this one. They said I would give it a rental. 78 votes said that. That's out of 203 people that voted on this.
Wow.
So there you go.
Few people thought you'd give it some old bullshit. That would have been that's the first thing I would have thought you were going to give it, even without seeing the movie.
Well, for me, bullshit is in second place. That's me right here, man.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong one.
Top place is rental. Second place, some old bullshit. Third, they thought I would give it a matinee.
Okay.
Only 2 people thought I would give it a full price. So, yeah, man. That's kind of fun seeing what people would think when we'd vote. Yeah. I like that. Putting your money to good use with these polls right here. All right. Let's see what else we got here now. Oh, it's 11:30. Somebody said talking about Ray Mexican Franco. Oh, all right. Let's see here. Let's see what we got. Sombra, what's wrong with you, Sombra? Sombra being mean. Don't be like that, Sombra. Oh, all right. Somebody said music by Nokia. Okay. Yeah, people. And really, no one's going to see this. I can tell you right now, this is going to be showing up at 5th place if it's lucky.
Yeah, 5th. Wow.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if this is top. If this makes it to the top 5 this weekend.
Indeed.
I really don't think anybody's going to go see this. I don't even know why we spent this much time talking about this shit. Makes me mad, man. Spend all this time with this bullshit. The only thing that gets me through something like this, Martin, is sitting up here fucking with you. Getting that gold star. Martin, I told y'all we're not done yet. Martin still has yet to win one more gold star out there for the people. People are like, man, why are you doing a trivia on this movie right here? Well, because we didn't have a whole lot of it. And plus, to go ahead and try to see if we can reward you some more. And Martin, I got to get somebody to play the game one more time for you folks out there. If you want to send in something to play a game, send me an email saying I want to play a game in the subject line to kcoolmans@gmail.com. KCOOLMANZ@gmail.com.
I thought we had a lot of people that wanted to play.
We do. I'm just, we got a lot of people lined up. I don't know why I'm still messing with people. I just want to see if some people still awake out there.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of late, and I want to make sure that those people who said they want to play before. They're still out there.
Okay.
All right, Martin. Now, while I'm waiting on those people to show up, here's how we're going to play this. Now, Martin, you know this movie deals with a businessman, a disgruntled businessman, and he's disgruntled for good reasons. The company did him wrong, and he's leaving now to go find his own, get his own thing going on. I'm going to be taking descriptions right here, and they're going to be in the language of a person who's describing what they hate about their place.
Oh man, I hate these.
And then they got to move on to something else.
Okay.
Martin, you did well tonight. Right when I count you out on something, you actually do very well. I'm making these harder, but you actually do well. All right, Martin. While you sit down and think about that and build your courage up, I'm going to go ahead and find myself someone who wants to play the game. Do you want to play a game with me? All right. Now I have another female out there that wants to play, but I'm not going to do that because then people are going to think I'm being a little biased right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in. I'm going to pick a guy this time. The girl who wanted to play, I'll get you next time. So let me go ahead and call Benjamin Frazier. Come on up. Come on up. Move on up. Yeah. Come on down. I don't know the rest of the words.
I
of
know
the
me
song,
either. Some folks might understand.
Hello?
Hey, hello?
Benjamin, how you doing, buddy?
Who's this?
Benjamin, it's me, man.
Oh, Korey.
How you doing, man?
Get off my phone.
Hey,
I'm
man.
expecting a call from
I'm
Corey.
giving up hope on this.
Oh, don't give up.
Don't give up hope.
Yeah, never
hope
give
alive.
up. Never give up. Never give up.
All right. We're playing a game, right?
We are playing a game, so wake your ass up. Let's do this. Now, I already,
All right, I'm up.
I already told Martin how the game is going to be played here. Benjamin, where are we calling you from?
I'm from DC.
DC. Benjamin, you know what I got to stop doing?
What?
I got to stop grabbing my titty on screen. I'm doing this habit now, putting my hand under my shirt, and every time I get somebody on, I don't know why, I get so excited, I just start grabbing my chest. I don't know why I do that.
Well, I'm told I have a sexy voice. I have that effect on people.
You damn right about that. Can I just grab one more real quick? Just one more real quick before we start. All right. Now I'm ready. All right, Benjamin, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Martin, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. I already told him how we're playing the game, so we're just going to jump right into it. And Martin, let me pull my music up, and then we'll be ready. And Martin, here's your first disgruntled employee. I got to stop working at this agency. They treat office politics like a sport. I got to stop working with this agency. They treat office politics like a sport. Martin said, doubletoasted.com. Martin's thinking. Martin's thinking hard, and Martin's about to write something down. He's going to write something down. And Benjamin, when I see him done writing, I'm going to ask you what you think this is. And he's done writing.
Well, I have no clue on it. I honestly, I stepped away from the show, so I don't know how the category works.
Okay, you don't even know what the category is. I just gave you the description. No?
Yeah.
This is why Martin plays for you guys, because y'all don't know how. Y'all know fucking thing with these things right here. All right, Martin, what do you have? Martin always talking about, I don't know, I'm not any good at this. You asshole. You know what this is. It is Show Me the Money, Martin. And looks like we're going to be showing Benjamin the money. You keep going like this. Corey ain't got no money he's going to see after this, though. You making Corey go broke. All right, Martin, Risky Business. You know, I've never seen Risky Business.
Good looking out.
Yeah, this is the Cameron Crowe movie where he plays a sports agent. He gets fired from his company for some memo he sends out or something, and then the person that saves him is Cuba Gooding Jr. Show me the money. Kinda. I didn't see the movie, so I'm just going with what I saw in the trailer.
It's funny. They showed a trailer for a new Cameron Crowe movie.
I was there for that.
You there?
I saw that.
I was like, wow, he keeps making the same movie over and
over again. Yeah.
It's all about some white dude who needs a mystical Negro, but ends up meeting some hot chick who shows him what life is really all about.
Exactly. You know what? Just tell you what. Just put Jerry Maguire out with a different name.
Right.
Just pull that George Lucas shit. Just add new special effects and shit. All right, Martin, you're doing pretty good right now, so I'm not worried about you, especially with this second disgruntled employee.
All right.
I got to stop working with these guys. The web of deceit is stopping me from giving the whole wide world my vision. I got to stop working with these guys. The web of deceit is stopping me from giving the whole wide world my decision. Oh, there goes Martin with that scratchity. Benjamin, what do you think?
I don't know. That's a wide description right there.
Yes, it is. It's a wide world description.
Crap.
Martin's like, shut up.
I'm really
wait,
Martin.
you got it?
I'm
Take a
usually
guess.
good at this game, man.
Take a guess, Benjamin. Just take a guess.
I ain't got nothing, man.
Say, you know what? Say the, really? I don't care if you're right or wrong. Just say the first thing that comes off your head. It'll be funny if nothing else.
Well, you said web.
Oh,
so
God damn it. All right, Martin, what is
out
it?
of my head.
Spider-Man.
Martin says The Social Network. And Martin, you are correct. This is The Social Network. Martin, you looked at my keywords.
I did.
You saw web of deceit in the whole wide world. Put those together. What do you get, Martin?
You get the World Wide
You get
Web.
the World Wide Web. Boy, I can't get over on you, can I, tonight, Martin? Look at
You set me up.
you. That's not a
I
setup.
can feel it.
No,
I can feel it.
I can feel it. No. That's not a setup, man. You know what? I don't know how to make these games anymore. I try to make them tricky, and you just keep on getting them. And you look at me like I'm the dumbass. That's easy. All right, Benjamin. Since you can't play these games and you suck at it, Martin's going to continue to play for you. And Martin, you better be glad to, because Martin, while he's over there burping and shit, he's doing very well
Martin
for you.
saving my ass.
Martin's saving your ass right now. That's right, because you don't know shit. All right, Benjamin. Let's go. Benjamin.
Okay, you just want to go in on him, brother. That's
I'm sorry, man. I know.
We just want to turn on each other. It's cool.
He was like, I was laughing before, but you need to cut that shit out now.
Oh, Benjamin, you stupid motherfucker. Hey, man, come on.
All right, Martin.
Ain't even cool.
Be cool. I know we're gonna be cool. All right, Benjamin. Benjamin, this is your first time playing, right?
Yeah, first time playing the game. I
Okay.
actually got a call in earlier in the week.
That's what I thought. How you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing all right. I'm snowed in right now, but I'm doing all right.
Oh, yeah,
that's
you
right,
in
DC.
DC. Yeah. I know when it's cold here like this in Texas, that means your ass is on lockdown.
Yeah, we may not see you till July.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
man.
way snow is going lately.
Shit, this might be the last time we get a call from him. Next time we hear about him, there's gonna be a skeleton in the room,
Right?
eating his own arm and shit. All right. Here's our next disgruntled employee telling somebody about their bad business. I got to take my business on the road. This place just doesn't have the same taste as I do. I got to take my business on the road. This place just doesn't have the same taste as I do. There you go, Martin. Oh, it just came to my, Martin, let's see if you're right. Benjamin, what you think, man? I'm just asking for shits and giggles now.
You know, the last movie I saw something like this was something like Guilt Trip.
Guilt
I
trip.
made that mistake.
Okay, then you know what? I'm not going to ask you no more because you are
Yeah.
you're wrong. But Martin, what do you have? Martin says chef. Martin is, oh, look at Martin cooking up them good answers tonight. Yes, Martin, it is
So obvious,
chef.
too.
What's that?
That seems obvious too.
I know you didn't listen to a fucking keyword that was in it. Guilt trip. All right? It's like, man, nobody listens to me. Even they trying to win
I have a
something,
new
nobody listens
respect
to
for
me.
Martin.
Yeah, y'all know. Nobody, no. Y'all listen to Martin, y'all listen to me. All right, this is the one where Jon Favreau, he was working at a restaurant. They didn't like his menu. They wanted him to put all the same old bland stuff out there for, because it's safe business. And he said, you know what, the hell with y'all. I'm going to join that new food cart craze and take my good food out on the road. And it was a great movie, man. I like that.
Yeah.
I know. It's funny. Did you ever see this movie, Benjamin?
Chef? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, loved it.
Yeah. For those of you who haven't,
it's one of my favorite movies to just rewatch with a girl I'm seeing.
Yeah.
ooh, why?
Makes you hungry.
Rewatch.
Yeah,
Because
I said,
it's like a nice chill movie that's kind of funny, but they don't try to do too much.
no, it don't. It actually has a tragic ending to it. By the end of it, Jon Favreau ate all his product and he went bankrupt. So
And he got diabetes and he cut his feet off.
and he got
I
diabetes and cut his
was
toes.
wondering if I was the only one that noticed that Jon Favreau looked like he gained 300 pounds for the role.
Did you notice that? How first of all he gained weight, which I say is appropriate for a guy that likes to cook, but he gonna give himself the finest woman in the movie.
Two.
Two of them. Yeah, man, you come on.
He got Sophia Vergara. Who's the other girl?
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was just
I was
like,
come on, man. I don't care what you could do.
I said, man, you know what? If you had just gone with one, I would have said, all right, maybe you just got lucky or something. But come on, not
Come
two.
on, man. He was a top chef.
That's true.
Had some fame.
That is true. That's right. You know, once you make that money, you got a little fame.
And Sofia Vergara was his wife, and she still loved him. So she probably got with him when he was still skinny. And even though he gained weight, she still saw him as that svelte man that she got with.
That is true. And hey, you know, women, they big guys today. You got that Fred Flintstone, Ralph Cramden thing going on. You know, the fat dude with the hot chick. That's embedded in women's brains right now. So they've been conditioned to think.
And they're not as shallow as we are.
No, that's another thing too. Yeah, they are, because they with him for the money. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Well, they're shallow in a different way.
They shallow for different stuff.
All right, Martin, here's our... Let me see. Was that 3?
That was 3.
Oh,
Ben, you've won.
Ben, you got
Congratulations.
it. Well, Ben, you
won. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, so now you want to sit up here and be all sarcastic and shit. Okay, then. You know what? Let's see how... Let's just see how far your sarcasm can go. You're smart as you. You so smart, you want to keep going? Be a real man.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
You know what? Martin does pretty well with this. I want Martin to shit on your day.
All right.
You know what?
It's on then, bitch. It is on. To hell with you.
I don't write the questions.
It's to hell with you. It's on. You in on this too. All right, Martin. This motherfucker wants to talk trash to me. It's on.
All right.
And if he doesn't get this, you get nothing. I hope it works out that way. All right, Martin. Here we go.
All right.
I got to start my own thing. This company and I are like trying to compare an apple and an orange. I got to start my own thing. This company and I are like trying to compare an apple and an orange. Oh, there goes Martin. He's running in. Look at him. He's like, come on, man. Really? All right, Martin. All right. Okay. I suffered enough ridicule from you tonight as it is. I'm going to ask Benjamin. I'm going to mess with you a little bit, Benjamin. What do you think it is?
I got to go with Jobs, that crappy ass, what's it called, Ashton Kutcher.
Martin.
Okay.
Yeah.
And all right. To hell with both of you. Shit.
Even I got that one, man.
It is Jobs.
Need to go get a job.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a job after this because y'all gonna make me go broke behind this game. Yeah, this is the Ashton Kutcher movie where he plays Steve Jobs. Enough said right there. And by the way, a lot of people didn't even see this film. This film bombed.
I'm sure Ashton Kutcher is hoping more people didn't see it.
Boy, he thought he had that Oscar.
Uh-huh.
Hey, I'm Steve Jobs, baby. I got this in the bag right now. And then now they actually got one by the guy that wrote The Social Network. So yeah, ain't nobody gonna remember that shit.
Is Oliver Stone making one?
Man, no, he's making an Edward Snowden movie.
That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Then. All right, let's go ahead and you know what? I'm gonna throw you in here, man. Whether you want to walk away or not, y'all talk so much shit. I'm gonna make you stay here and do this last one. What do you say?
All right, let's roll.
All right, let's roll with it. All right. Here's the last one, Martin. The last disgruntled employee. I gotta get rid of this investor. He's so slimy, my buddy and I constantly need to shower. I gotta get rid of this investor. He's so slimy, my buddy and I constantly need to shower. Told you they get harder as they go along.
Boy, you ain't lying.
I'll tell you one more time. Okay. I gotta get rid of this investor. He's so slimy, my buddy and I constantly need to shower. Ain't nobody laughing now.
So let's workshop the answer to this one, Martin. Let's
Martin, come on, man. You got to give me something for that music ends. Martin, give me something, man. Martin, okay, Martin. Sorry, Martin. It's too late, Martin. That's what you get for sitting there. But you know what? If you can just yell it out to me, I'll see what it. Let's see what you think.
I got nothing.
You know, I'm curious what you're gonna write right there.
Me too.
You know, write it.
Wait.
I want to see what this is right here. All right, let's see what you.
Everyone keeps saying horrible bosses on the chat.
Oh, and God damn it, Martin! Jesus fucking Christ!
That's wrong.
It's wrong. Yeah, Martin, horrible bosses too. Everybody in the chat knew.
Oh, you said me and my. Go back to it again. Your clue.
It says, I got to get rid of this investor. He's so slimy. My buddy and I constantly need to shower. Investor,
the bathroom buddy.
The bathroom buddy. The shower buddy.
Now,
the shower buddy.
I thought of horrible bosses too, and I would have wrote that, but you said my buddy, and there's 3 of them, and you didn't say buddies. That you said me and my buddy. I was thinking the partnership.
Hey, Martin.
But no, you're right. I get it.
Hey,
I get
Martin.
it. I get it.
There
I get
you go.
it. Yeah,
There
yeah.
The chat knew.
Yeah,
they knew what I was saying.
No, you're right. You're right. Because everything was there. It crossed my mind. I was like, okay, bathroom buddy, got the horrible investor, shower.
There you go. There you go, man. The shower buddy. Those are the key
I
words.
kept coming back. He said, well, it's a partnership.
All right. Well, y'all, Benjamin, I was rooting for you so much, man, but it looks like it just didn't work out for you.
I could feel it. I could feel the hope in your voice.
Could you, man? I really wanted you to have that. Hey, man, I want to let you know that this really does hurt me more than it hurts you. I'm not going to sleep tonight because of this. I'm so bothered by this. Oh, my God.
Your pillow's going to be uncomfortable by all that extra money that's going to be stuffed in there.
Yeah, that whole $5 I'm going to stuff under there, man. But my pillow will also be soaked with tears and be wet tonight. I'm so sorry, Benjamin. Benjamin, though, it's great. Always great talking to you.
My balls kind of hurt a little.
I'm losing confidence in the team.